So I just moved out of my parents' house, drove 14 hours away to move in with my best friend who just bought a house. And I want to clear up a stereotype of the whole saying of don't move in with your best friend or your friends or whatever, because those relationships can somewhat get damaged. I think, well, actually, personally, this is how I feel. So I think it's definitely a really nice option. So if you're rooming with your best friend, I think it actually puts you in a better advantage, because if you think about it, if you're rooming with somebody random, you don't know them, you don't know their boundaries, you don't know their buttons that you're pushing, so on and so forth. Versus if you know your best friend or you know your friend of some sort, then you're like, okay, I know what they like, I know what they don't like, I know how their personality is, I know what their character is like. And they respect you because you're friends with them. So I think there's a double negative here. Or sorry, I don't even know if it's really the right term. I just think it's better to room with your best friends so you do have that option of already acknowledging what they like and don't like, so that way you can live a comfortable life or wrap around that and still carry on with your life. But I also think it definitely hurts the relationship or the friendship if you guys decide that, oh my God, you guys are not like the cleanest people or whatever. So in my opinion, if I were you, if you're watching this video and you're like, I think me and my best friend want a room together, I would do it. I wouldn't listen to anybody saying that you shouldn't. I think that you should just talk it out as normal adults or normal people and say, hey, these are my boundaries. These are what I like and do not like. And could you just please respect my space? You respect your space. That's as simple as it should be, and it needs to be. But here's the cons, man. So again, I moved 14 hours away, and I love it here. I do. I love Indiana. I think it's growing as a car scene. I think it's growing as a state that is going to last a very, very long time, in terms of just longevity of happiness. But I'm in a position where I'm paying rent, but not getting really what I should get. Okay, so firstly, okay, I am lucky to be living with him. I really am. This house is beautiful. It's got everything you need. This is our game room. My stuff, his stuff. The only problems that I will say is that if I'm in my room, as you can see, my clothes are here still, and it's been a week. Well, granted, it's only been a week, okay? He's still in the remodel phase. He's still in all this stuff. He's only lived here for like 2.5, 3 months, so not long at all. But this is where it gets a little tricky, because those are all hangers. That's my shoe bag, so at least this is somewhat cleaned up. But, dude, like, I don't have a closet. Even if you were to move all this stuff out, I don't have a closet. Like, there's nothing to hang anything up. So, realistically, I have all this stuff here because I have nowhere to put it. And then, on top of that, it's like, a garage space is a luxury. I have a nice car. I get that I did that to myself. But I would have thought I would have had a little garage space here. It smells like freaking fuel out here, I'll tell you that. This is like I'd say a 3-car garage technically, but there's a lot of stuff that, we're holding and everything. But yeah, this, here's the thing. This is just me. If it were my house and I knew my best friend was coming over to room with me and all this, he drove 14 hours away or even 8 hours away, whatever it may have been, I personally would have been like, hey, I have all this stuff ready for you. Don't worry about it. You got a garage space, go ahead and just park your car in when we unload. Or I would have told him like, hey, I'd throw an initiative in here. Even if you're only staying here for like 3 or 4 months, I want you to be happy. That way you're not like super stressed out about trying to find a place, right? But I also understand the fact that maybe you don't have everything, so you're trying to move out or trying to get them to move out. I get that, but I want them to be somewhat comfortable until that position. So it's like, if it was my house, I would have put everything aside to make sure that you came here and would have been like, well, this is good. But honestly, listen, as a 25-year-old guy, I'm a little embarrassed to bring a girl over right now because this is my reality. Like, I'm living out of bags. Matter of fact, I'm half tempted to use this as my closet, which kind of sounds weird, but I have no other choice, man. Genuinely, I have no other choice. I don't know where to put anything. And I'm not buying something separate for a closet. So, listen, if I could say this truthfully, closets are a luxury, but they are a must-have for literally anybody, okay? I don't care what anybody says. Guys, I'm living out of a bag, and I got a wrinkled shirt on, bro. It's like, I know it's not the biggest deal in the world, but to me, it's like, what the fuck, you know? So, anyways, there's always pros and cons to everything. I never regret this move, and I also don't regret moving into this place. We respect each other's boundaries. We're both very clean people, and that's really all that matters. Having a clean space is what really matters. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you're new.